Last week I didn't get to watch this, but I'm caught up, and I have to say, Batwoman is pretty impressive for what she isn't more than what she is. In fact, one of the main complaints the Arrowverse gets is the fact that they recycle Bat villains and Bat storylines. But let's be honest, most of the most interesting and intriguing Bat stories are when someone else is beneath the cowl. Yes, having a perfect Bruce Wayne is fun, and I love reading about Batman, but half the stories I really love are the ones where we learn that someone grows or becomes something new.
Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing.
Batwoman, Episode 4. The title is Who Are You? But I totally wish it was Selfies and Sneezes. And maybe misthrows. But okay. In general, Batwoman has been pretty good, except it does suffer from the Supergirl syndrome a little bit, and I'm curious. In Supergirl, they have a problem writing relationships, although I will admit they do some better than others. In Batwoman, the main relationship that she has right now is very stilted and has no chemistry. Is that on purpose, though? Are they purposely just, well, hooking up? Gonna have to think about that. But in general, what we do here is we take apart stories, pull them apart, try to figure out what makes them tick, put them back together again, and in general try to get to the heart of all of the stories we tell. And as part of that, I have a group of people that are helping me out. If you're interested, of course, click the buttons, become a patron, subscribe if you haven't already. But let's take a look deep inside the psychology of what makes Batman Batman. And the fact that, yeah, it's easy enough to say Batman seems to always be under control and know what's going on and have all of the breaks. But realistically, he's falling apart. He's pretty much a work in progress all the time, too. But he doesn't get to show it the way other characters do. And I question that to you. Do you find it interesting that she's finding out along the way what's going on and the fact that Bruce wasn't always happy go lucky? What do you think about the fact that she's learning how things work? And I especially love the whole Lucas Fox thing with him kind of being a little bit of a smartass. But you tell me, what do you think about all that? Although, since I missed it last week, I will just say, now that we have the costume, and this week we have the bat symbol rebuilt, I guess we could have done the crossover at any point, even now. Just, interesting that they went back before they went
So
forward.
once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Ba-da-na-na.
So who am I? Normally I would have thought that that question would be all about Alice, but no, it's all about Kate. One of those questions that superheroes get asked all the time, at least in the real world when you're looking at them. Are you really Batman or are you really Bruce Wayne? Which mask is it? And then there's the fact that, is Clark Kent real? Is Kal-El real? Is Superman real? Is there some amalgamation of the three of them? And I always fall on the line of the amalgamation. The real person, I think, is Bruce Wayne sitting in the Batcave in the Bat costume with the cowl off, talking to his friend Clark Kent or talking to his surrogate dad, Alfred. And I think there's a certain amount of that's true with Kate Kane, but Kate Kane hasn't fully become Batwoman yet. And part of that is what's going on now. And the whole idea that she's learning just how hard it is to keep that double life is interesting. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if that was supposed to just be a hookup. I don't know if the blonde's going to be back next week or in 2 weeks to have a better showing and for her to be able to be a little better. I don't know if that was like the only time we're going to see her. I am still kind of curious to see how the relationships show up. I love the fact that in the middle of all this, we aren't having stupid people holding secrets for no reason. So the mom came, well, the stepmom came through and explained why it was and what was going on, at least to a certain extent. She's still keeping secrets, but she knows better than to keep only secrets. And at the same time, we have the secret of Batwoman that has maintained a pretty good level of they're keeping her secret identity secret. Yeah, I know. The villain already knows, and she has a supporting cast member that's riding shotgun, and now her ex-girlfriend knows. So it's not like they're keeping it 100%, but they're just keeping it a little. there are still characters that so far it matters that they don't know. But yeah, like I said, she's trying to figure out who she is, and she's trying to create a life for herself. And part of that is figuring out how to use Wayne Tech, Wayne Corp, to her advantage, both to help people. And that's the second part of this, the thing that people kind of miss. One of those online arguments that I hear all the time is, wouldn't Gotham City be better if Bruce Wayne donated all of his money to helping it? And of course, Bruce Wayne does donate a lot of money. And of course, the Waynes and the Wayne Foundation did a lot of those things. And Bruce Wayne does push for a lot of that stuff. And now Kate Kane is going to too. But at the end of the day, Gotham is so horrible. Even like Vesper Fairchild, that she even goes out of her way to say it's amazing that she was positive, really realizes they need a bat. And I mean, they need it pretty bad. Their entire private police force is still something that we could talk about. But at the end of the day, the city has so many problems that you can't just work within the system. You have to partially work there, but you also have to partially work outside it. What is it they said in Batman Begins? You need to become something more. You have to become a symbol. Well, become something more might be Arrow, actually. And with that, I will also throw in that I'm still trying to work on this whole crisis thing, but there are so many episodes to keep up with, and I'll be honest, I don't have as much time as I used to, but wow, there's a lot coming together. One of the jokes that I made in the video I started is saying I wouldn't be surprised if I was guest starring in it. But alright, let me know what you think about Batwoman so far. Pros and cons. I'd like to make a list. What do you like and what you don't? And then see how things shape up from there. For now, though, I'm going to end this video on a high note and say, I'm still enjoying it. But for now, I need to ask you to do all those things YouTubers ask you to do, so like and share, and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. I'm going to give a big shout out thank you to my Patreons, and with that, I'm going to wrap this up by thanking you for walking with me through the heart of all the stories we tell. Thank you and have a good night, and thanks for watching.